You're standing in the airport security line, phone in hand, boarding pass ready, and your flight is boarding soon. Everything feels routine until an officer steps forward and asks you to step aside, not because of your suitcase, not because of your documents, but because of something you didn't even think twice about. By 2026, air travel has quietly changed. Security systems are smarter, rules are stricter, and even tiny mistakes can cost you your seat, or at least hours of your time. One wrong move and your day could spiral into stress, missed connections, or worse. So before you head to the gate, here's what every traveler absolutely needs to know. Picture this. It's early morning at LAX. A frequent flyer, half asleep, confidently places his carry-on on the belt. He's done this trip dozens of times, but today the scanner flags his bag. Inside is a toothpaste tube he's used for years. It looks harmless, but the label reads 4.5 ounces, just over the limit. That tiny detail triggers extra screening. What should have been a 5-minute process now risks delaying him, making him miss his boarding call and turning a routine morning into a nightmare. The problem is sneaky. Many travel products don't label sizes clearly. Some use net weight instead of fluid ounces, and what looks travel-sized can still exceed the 3.4-ounce limit. Hotel hygiene kits, gift packs, and promotional sets are full of traps like this. TSA doesn't care what seems small, they only care about what's printed on the label. The safest move in 2026 is simple. If you can't clearly see 3.4 ounces or 100 ml, transfer the product into a properly labeled travel bottle yourself. This one step can save you from delays, stress, or even missing a flight. And this is just the beginning. From liquids to electronics and even your phone usage, airport security is watching more closely than ever. In the next section, we'll uncover the most overlooked mistakes travelers make and how they can cost you more than just a few minutes in line. Number 2. Real ID shock in 2026. It's late morning at Denver International Airport. A woman in her 60s steps up to the TSA checkpoint expecting a quick flight to visit family. She holds her driver's license with confidence, but suddenly the officer stops, scrutinizing it. "I'm sorry, ma'am, this ID isn't compliant. You'll need a passport or another valid form of identification to board." She freezes. She's flown countless times with this license. What just happened? By 2026, the Real ID requirement is fully enforced at every US airport, even for domestic flights. Many states still issue both standard and Real ID compliant licenses, and the difference is tiny, a single star in the corner. No star, no boarding. Officers no longer bend the rules, and seniors or occasional travelers are the ones most likely to be caught off guard. Worse, DMV backlogs mean it's too late to fix things at the airport. A simple oversight could turn a routine trip into hours of stress or a completely missed flight. The fix is simple. Check your ID before your trip. Look for that star. If it's missing, contact your DMV immediately. In 2026, arriving early won't help if your ID isn't compliant. And this is just one of the rules catching travelers off guard. Later, we'll reveal the ID mistake almost everyone makes that could ruin a flight, and it's even sneakier than the star. Number 3. Carry-on crackdown returns. It's boarding time at gate B12. A young couple hustles down the jetway, carry-ons rolling behind them, relieved to have made it just in time. But as they hand their passes to the gate agent, she points to the silver sizer beside the door. "Place your bag in there," she instructs. The woman's carry-on almost fits, but the wheels stick out just enough. The agent doesn't hesitate. That's a $70 gate check fee. Welcome to the 2026 carry-on crackdown. Airlines are stricter than ever with overhead bin space, especially on budget and basic economy fares. Even if your bag cleared TSA, gate agents now enforce size limits to the millimeter. Slightly smaller bins on newer aircraft, extra handles, or overstuffed luggage can turn a standard bag into an instant fee. For travelers who thought everything was smooth, the frustration hits like a punch in the gut. The solution is simple but crucial. Double-check your airline's carry-on dimensions, avoid overpacking, and minimize attachments. A few extra inches can cost more than money. It can cost your peace of mind, your boarding spot, and the start of a stress-free trip. and carry-on rules are just one layer. Next, we'll dive into the hidden airport regulations most travelers never see coming until it's too late, and some of them aren't even written down. Number 4. Watch your behavior at TSA in 2026. It's early morning at Orlando International Airport. A college student, barely awake and rushing to his gate, shuffles through the security line. He sighs, mutters under his breath, and rolls his eyes when asked to remove his shoes. Moments later, an officer asks him to step aside, not because of his bag, not because of his ID, but because of how he acted. By 2026, TSA behavior detection is more advanced than ever. Officers and AI-assisted systems observe tone, gestures, facial expressions, and overall demeanor. Stress, agitation, or even sarcasm can trigger secondary screening. You don't have to do anything illegal to draw attention. A joke, a sigh, or a frustrated gesture could cost you valuable time, or worse, cause you to miss your flight entirely. The strategy is simple but powerful. Stay calm, polite, and cooperative. Follow instructions without visible annoyance. Keep your body language neutral, and take a deep breath if the line is long. In 2026, how you behave at TSA matters just as much as what's in your luggage. And if you think that's the only thing catching travelers off guard, wait until you see the next hidden airport rule that could drain your wallet faster than a gate check fee. Number 5. Hidden refund policy changes in 2026. It's late at night. A frequent flyer discovers her business conference has been canceled. She logs in to cancel her flight, confident she bought a refundable ticket. But when she clicks cancel, a tiny note pops up. Refund not available, travel credit only. Panic sets in. She thought she was protected, but now her money is tied up and her plans are in limbo. Airlines in 2026 have quietly tightened refund rules. Even refundable tickets often come with conditions, deadlines, or limits. Third-party bookings? Often worse. What you think is a safety net might be just a voucher, not cash, leaving you frustrated when life throws a curveball. The solution? Read every line before booking, screenshot conditions, and, if possible, book directly with the airline. Understanding the fine print isn't optional, it's essential. And if you think this is the worst surprise waiting for travelers, stick around. The next hidden travel rule is even sneakier, and most passengers only discover it at the airport. Number 6. Family boarding changes in 2026. It's boarding time at gate C-17. A mother juggling a stroller in one hand and a diaper bag in the other steps up expecting the usual priority access for her kids, but the gate agent shakes her head. Our family boarding policy has changed, she says. Only families with children under 2 or passengers needing mobility assistance may board early. The mother freezes. Her youngest just turned 3 last month. Suddenly, the overhead bins are filling fast. Seats feel cramped, and the chaos of boarding threatens to turn a simple trip into a stressful scramble. By 2026, many airlines have quietly revised family boarding rules to reduce congestion and streamline bin space management. Some still allow early boarding for kids under 5, others don't. For parents juggling toddlers, snacks, strollers, and car seats, a small policy change can cause big headaches. The tip is clear. Check your airline's family boarding rules before you arrive. Consider pre-boarding add-ons or other priority options to secure bin space and seating. Even in 2026, early boarding for families isn't guaranteed, and one small oversight could turn the first minutes of your trip into chaos. And speaking of small things with big impact, the next rule is something every traveler with gadgets needs to know, or risk losing more than just time. Number 7. The expanding tech trap in 2026. At Dallas-Fort Worth, a solo traveler places his sleek e-cigarette and portable power bank into the security tray. Everything seems routine until the TSA officer asks him to step aside. These need to be removed from your bag and carried separately, she explains. A supervisor adds, some newer models are prohibited in the cabin entirely. By 2026, TSA's restricted tech list has grown dramatically. It's not just about the device, it's what it can do. High-capacity power banks, smart lighters, vape devices with lithium batteries, and even certain camera or laptop batteries may trigger extra screening or confiscation. Fire risks from lithium-ion devices have made enforcement stricter worldwide. The shock for many travelers, modern or imported gadgets often don't clearly list battery capacity. TSA may confiscate them as a precaution, even if you bought them for convenience. Smart pens, multifunction chargers, and other small tech can get you flagged unexpectedly. The smart move? Keep rechargeable devices in your personal item. Label them clearly, avoid off-brand imports, and when in doubt, confirm with your airline, or leave it behind. In 2026, one small gadget could be the difference between a smooth boarding and missing your flight entirely. And speaking of surprises, the next rule is a hidden change that even experienced travelers overlook and could cost you more than money. Number 8. Clothing that draws attention in 2026. It's 7:40 a.m. at Miami International Airport. A man steps through the security scanner wearing cargo pants with deep pockets, a bulky sweatshirt tied around his waist, and a t-shirt that reads, "Don't touch me." He doesn't say a word, but within seconds, a TSA officer signals him for a pat-down and secondary screening. His bag is spotless, his ID valid. So what went wrong? By 2026, TSA officers evaluate more than just what you carry. They also assess perceived risk based on appearance, movement, and clothing. Baggy or layered outfits, tactical style gear, hidden pockets, or even provocative slogans can trigger extra scrutiny. In today's heightened security and social awareness climate, even innocent travelers may face longer checks, supervisor intervention, or law enforcement involvement. The travel tip is dress simple and neutral. Avoid excessive layers, hidden compartments, or edgy graphics. Stick to neutral colors and low-profile clothing. Comfort is fine, but in 2026, what you wear can be as influential as what you pack. And if you think clothing is the only way TSA monitors travelers, the next rule shows how even small items purchased after security can still cost you your flight. Number 9. The final gate check in 2026. It's 10 minutes before departure at gate A9. A man strolls towards the boarding lane, scrolling through his phone, holding a small water bottle from a kiosk just past security. He assumes everything is fine, he's already cleared TSA. But the gate agent stops him. "You can't bring that on board," she says. He protests, "But I bought it inside security." She shakes her head. "Sealed or disposed of, or you can't board." In 2026, gate-side policies are stricter than ever. Liquids, snacks, or unscreened items near the gate may trigger additional inspection, especially on international flights or smaller aircraft. Airlines have reinstated gate screening teams to catch overlooked items and enforce compliance. Even experienced travelers can be stopped at the last moment, discovering that passing TSA once doesn't guarantee a free pass. The takeaway: keep drinks sealed, snacks organized, and carry-ons visible. Don't repack or open items last minute. In 2026, one small oversight at the gate can cost you your flight. And remember, these rules are just the tip of the iceberg. Throughout this video, we've seen how tiny, overlooked details can create big consequences for travelers. The golden age of carefree travel is evolving into the age of precision. Whether it's the star on your ID or the size of your toothpaste, the little things now carry the biggest weight. Don't let a 5-minute mistake ruin a 5-hour flight. If you found these tips helpful, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more travel insights. And tell us in the comments, have you ever been stopped for something unexpected at the airport? Safe travels, and we'll see you at the next gate.